All right, come on, in the truck. Come on. Everybody in. Are we ready for a trip? Today we're at Newlin Mill Park. It is off of Route 1 and it has some old-timey buildings that were probably old. I think this used to be a working mill for like milling flour and barley and stuff. But now it's just a park. So they have an office and a gift shop, which you should probably buy stuff when you leave or something. I don't think that there's an admission fee, and if there was, I would suspect someone would be chasing me around by now. So I'm guessing the park is free and there's some interesting stuff to look at. And there are facilities for men and women alongside the gift shop in case you have to go. They used to have fishing here too, but let's take a walk, because I used to bring my son out here when he was younger, and it looks like they're still fishing today, which is good. Yeah, it looks like these two ponds are the only two ponds that they have for fishing anymore. Although when I was a kid, I don't remember the blacksmith shop. Yeah, this channel up here used to be all stocked with trout, and it goes all the way back there. It comes all the way up to the front. This might have been a dug-in channel for the mill to make the water go in the direction they wanted it to. Well, so it looks as though they built a dam up here with sandbags to stop the water from going down there. I guess it's probably eroding. Ooh, it looks as though there's some minnows in there. Yeah, those must be next season's trout. Alright, can we make it down the stairs? You don't like the stairs? Come on, let's go down the dirt. Okay, apparently the dog does not like the dirt. Or does not like the stairs. Oh, God, it's no wonder. Somebody's got their leg out again. Okay, and there is a pleasant little waterfall with the gate there. And I guess it's coming out of that channel from up above. Oh, and they got some fishing poles. Well, stay away from that. Yes, it has a nice little waterfall effect there. That stonework looks new though. They must be doing some work. So we're getting a look at these old-timey buildings. There's some 17th century old stone buildings. That's a Dutch door there. Let's see what's in here. So it's kind of dark in there. Let's walk around here. Oh, I thought there was a door there. It's just a window. Ooh. And there's another building. Now, one of these buildings must have been the mill. Okay, there's a really deep hole. There's that hole there. I think we have to walk around the other side. And there's a barrel from the 1700s. Or at least it looks like one. Yeah, I would say from the aging and the weathering of this barrel, this is definitely from the 1700s. Especially being as it's sitting next to a house from the 1700s. Now, I don't know. I guess this could have been the mill or the horse barn or something like that. This is the... I don't know what this building is, but it's got a door down there and it's got a door up there, which one can only imagine they probably had an outdoor deck, because otherwise you would open the door and fall out. And then they have a, well, they got a rope. And I'm guessing that maybe they hung horse thieves here. Because you know, back then it was like car thief. But I don't know, they don't kill you for car theft like they did for horse theft. So, okay. So now this is the miller's house. I guess this is where he lived when he did his milling. Which might have been that building. I'm not really sure. There's an old, couple of old buildings. Ooh, there's an outhouse. Let's see what's in there. Well, maybe we better knock first. Oh, okay. There's a screw in there, so they screwed it shut. Okay, there's a big old-timey barn. There's an old railroad bridge over there. Like the railroad came through here. Let's take a walk towards that. Sasha. That's a big old metal bridge. And there's a river behind that. Okay, and there's an apiary on the property. A couple different hives. They're probably making a lot of honey. You can see the little bees flying in and out. Look right there. You can see them flying in and out of the hive. And they've closed off the hive somewhat so the cold weather doesn't get in. If you look there on the bottom, the opening is just a little bit there. Okay, it sort of looks like we've happened across an archaeological dig. We've got some laid out squares, and I got some pink string. I guess they're doing it in little grids and stuff, but it looks, I don't know if it fell over or whether like they had a stone floor. I mean, it looks like the walls were built into the side of the hill. And then there's another ruin up there. Well, we're going to check the other ruin. Come on. Okay, we made it up that hill. We almost didn't, but... So, there's some more stones. What for, I don't know. And there we have this collapsed building. Now, I don't know what this might have been. Those are some pretty darn big blocks of rock there. Looks like it's almost built on top of just piles of rocks. Huh. So it was kind of a house. I don't know. Spring house or storage. Because I guess if they were digging it into the ground, probably keeping stuff cool. Then we got this oldie building here. I don't know, this one's bigger than the other one. I don't know if it's part of the property or not. Alright, well, and there's a sculpture of a deer. Well, let's look at this well. At least I think it's a well. Okay, so this is not a well. This is an 18th century oven. And we say like 18th century, even though it was in the 1700s. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense. Kind of like this is the 21st century instead of the 20th century. But I guess they count that first, like, year or 100 years or something like that. But I don't know. So let's take a walk down. And see, well, there's a little hole there for putting stuff in, I guess. But I sort of thought you would put it in the top. Let's take a look around here. Oh, okay. Now we're at the business end of things. It's sort of brick lined and probably puts off a good amount of heat. Almost like a really like a rocket stove. Kind of like a rocket stove made out of rock. Interesting. And it looks like it's had some use recently, otherwise that would have washed off or something. And I got extra wood. So I'm thinking that the way this is built increases the efficiency of the fuel you need to burn, being as you can heat the rocks up with a small amount of wood and then have an oven to bake in. Cool. Thanksgiving must have been a lot harder to prepare back then. In the 1800s, kids were getting their asses whooped in that woodshed. Probably had to pick out their own switch too. Well, I guess they probably didn't have a well. They just went over to the creek there and got water. Although I'm not sure how clean that water was. You know, because people used to poop in the water back in the 1800s. And they didn't wash their hands very often. Oh, now we have a hole here. Oh, and that's another rocket stove. Interesting. I guess they must do little things around here at times. Or maybe those people had two outdoor stoves. So, looking in here, it looks pretty dank. And I hear water running down there. And I kind of get the feeling that maybe this was the mill house. But they had some big old rods and cogs and things like that in here. So let's take a walk up these stairs. So here it looks like we have one of the original millstones that they used to grind stuff. You can see it's got a big square notch in it, and it looks like it's got notches in it to meet with a cog or something so that it can spin this. And then we got another one over here, and that's got a bunch of stuff in it. It's got like channels almost. I guess maybe it grinds it and then it goes down the channels into the hole and into a flour bag. I don't know, but they look like they got some wood for some repairs here. And then we got the miller's house again. Oh, and they have another one of those ovens out there. Come on, let's get closer. So now this is interesting. So it looks as like they have an oven right outside of the house. Interesting. So these people probably were rich because they had an oven inside the house. Maybe not a toilet, but they had an oven in there. And the toilet's right over there. Yes, folks, that is an official outhouse. All right, we're back on our quest to look at this old building. After the dog had to take a poop, and we had to bag it, and we had to throw it out. Now, this is a big log. A couple big logs. I wonder if those are cedar. I'm gonna have a sniff. Okay, after a sniff test, I'm pretty sure they're not cedar. Okay, so we're at the cabin, this wooden cabin. Oh my God, these dogs are tangling themselves up. Yeah, and again, all pets must be on a leash. History. The foundation offers visitors insights into vanishing life of rural 18th century. Oh, okay, so here's the buildings. Since 1860, or 1960, the Nicholas Newlin Foundation has preserved and restored the historic buildings to offer a glimpse of 18th century life in Pennsylvania. So we got the big one across the way, And that is the working grist mill and miller's house are available daily. This 1704 mill continued to produce stone ground products using water power. Wow. And we've got the Newlin store. Houses the H. Dabbs Woodfin Research Archive and Archives of Society for Preservation of Old Mills. All right. So there's some stuff. The Miller's House and Elizabeth. Okay, the Miller's House and Elizabeth Newlin Decorative Arts Collection. And then we have the Visitor Center. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so now we have like a log cabin, and it said so on the park signs. I'm not sure what they've got in here. Let's look around. It's probably like a bathroom or something. I wonder if there's like tours. Oh, no, that does not say bathroom. Let's go around the other side. Okay, there's another door. And there's a kick plate because I guess somebody was kicking on the door. Okay. Now if we look at the front of the building, there is another door, and there are people inside there. Although what they're doing in there, I don't know. Come on. Although there's some stuff going on in there. Although you can't see it because it's a reflection on the glass. Oh well. So there's some picnic tables here you could have a lovely picnic at. And there is a creek in there, which I would imagine has fish. Well, we're going to take a walk down there because the dogs are pulling me down there. Although I don't have a polarized lens, so it's going to be hard to see if we got any fish. Come on, dog. We have some lovely rock formations here. It looks like he's making something there. So this is like a historic blacksmith shop, or?
Yes, sir. We do 18th century blacksmithing here, and try to be as period correct as possible. So this is what you would have found 300 years ago if you needed some nails or needed a door handle or hinges or anything like that. Yeah, you would go to the blacksmith for it. And so we're using, this is not a period correct forge here. This one is. It's being remodeled right now, actually. But the stone part of it is from the early 1700s. And it was in a different location. And the park got a hold of it and numbered all the stones, took it apart, numbered all the stones, and brought it back here and put it back together. So it's a genuine article. We used that for a while. Then we decided to add the chimney and hood to make it look a little more authentic.
Okay.
And so that's an ongoing project right now. So for now, I'm just using this portable forge here.
Okay. And what you making today?
This is going to be a fireplace poker. What's known as a turkey foot poker. So I will cut here, and then these will be the claws for the end of the fireplace poker.
So do they sell this stuff as like souvenirs after you make it, or?
Yeah, like these hooks and things like this that I have, they have over in the building there, and yeah, they sell those. We make some different little things that we sell, and I've never made one this way before, so this is just kind of an experiment. I'm trying something new. So you always have to keep trying new things, you know?
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for stopping by, and come see us again sometime, okay?
All right, thank you. Ambulance has passed. We can get a picture of the whole smithing shop there. So it's just a little building there. And we got a little bit of history. Yeah, looks like somebody threw some perfectly good lumber down there. But there's those rocks, and it does like slow the river down. So that could be what it's for. Yes, this is a very long trail. And in the winter, I would imagine these woods look long and dark and deep. So this park is like filled with various bodies of water. When I was a kid, my dad actually used to bring me up here to go fishing, but I don't think they fish all the way back here before, because there's a channel of water up there that used to be fully stocked. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about this, but if you bring your children, more than likely they will fall in the water here, because there is an awful lot of water. It's not very deep, but okay, they have some nice footpads here, or footpaths. And we have people coming in with bicycles now. Okay. Oh, we have some water coming down from up above. Do not fall into that. Do not fall into that water. You're a dog, not a children. Let's go. Come on. All right, you guys ready to go home? Okay, dogs are back in the car. Right? Was it an adventure? Okay, so that was our Newlin Mill Park adventure. It was very old-timey. It was like historic. It was natural. There was nature all about. So if you want a nice little walk, I'd recommend this park. And they have various fundraisers and things like that. So if you want to donate or do something like that, you know, stop into the main office. And they do have a website. So we'll be leaving now.